Hello, welcome everybody. This is MOS with another episode of Let's Play Minecraft, the Industrial Craft Edition. I think it's just turning night, or it's just turning day. No, it's just turning night. Okay, we have got to wait a little while, but, you know how I said last episode I was gonna sort of show it all on screen? Well, I decided, well, screw that. So I actually found two caves, one over here and one down there that we were in last time, and I got a whole bunch of resources, and they're all stored, all ready to go. See, I've got 40 iron, I've got 3 stacks of coal, over a stack of tin, or of copper, and almost a full stack of tin. We're gonna need to build a few things. So we're going to need the redstone, we're going to need the tin, we're going to need 2 furnaces, the iron, and the things I just took out. We'll need these soon once it turns day. Actually, I've got a better idea. I'm just going to use these furnaces because there's a cheap way to make. There's a cheaper and easier way to make. If you look at my character, if you didn't know what this character is supposed to be, that's Aura from .hack. That was my best attempt at making the character. I hope it turned out pretty well. I was using something a while ago. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, on with it. So if you put a furnace at the bottom, then you can save yourself 1 iron per if you put one furnace at the bottom. So now I've got 2 iron furnaces. That's good. One of which is going to be put down for now. The other of which is going to be turned into what was it again? Oh yeah, I'm going to be turning that into a, hold on, where's the thing? Industrial craft. Ha, now you can see it. Recipe for a generator. Generator, okay. Recipe, okay, yeah, we need the batteries first. I know how to make those, so. And we're going to need this. So, anyway, first things first, while this is working, let's put 1 coal and make 8 iron. 8 of this kind of iron. You see how much faster it's going now? That's because of, actually it'll be more than 8 iron, it'll be 10. So yeah, that's that. Then we need to make some batteries. You make batteries like this. Where's the tin? We'll need 2. So that's that, and then we'll need 2 batteries. It's 2 rechargeable batteries. And what I'm about to make with all of this stuff, I'll need 1 more. And that's going to be to make a, well, you'll see. If I take a normal furnace, put at the bottom, then I put, oops, that's not what I was going to do. If you put this kind of iron in a circle, as I said, I think in the first episode, you get a machine. You put the machine in the middle, you put a furnace there, and I think it was redstone. No, it was not redstone, it was a battery on top. Where's the battery? There's battery. And we get a generator. Now, if you put the generator here, now if you look at it, what you do with it is, and I think you need 4 coal to do it, but that will charge up a battery, and what this battery will allow us to do is to make what's known as an electric furnace. But before we make an electric furnace, something even more important, will be to make a an extractor. Now, if I look, if I put in my inventory so I can have it still go towards day, if we look for a, what did I say it was? Extractor, here we are. I need 4, I need one of these things. Electronic circuit, which requires all this stuff to make. We don't have that much circuits, or we might have enough. Let's find out. No, we only have 4, okay. So yeah, we'll have to do that during the day, but number one important thing is to charge this rechargeable battery. Without it, what basically it does is it takes this coal and it puts it into something where in an electric furnace, or the other thing I just showed you, you can extract, like here, if you go back here, basically if you put the electric thing here, it will extract out some rubber, and once this is fully charged, you'll never have to it basically doesn't run out. Like, unless it's being used, it doesn't go away, which is the great thing about it. So as soon as day comes around again, we're gonna go outside and oh god, there's a lot of shit out there. But yeah, as soon as day comes, we're gonna go outside and we're gonna get a lot of wood, because we need wood for a bunch of stuff, including rubber and all that, because we're going to make a few more cables. We're going to need them to make what we want. So now that we have a recharged battery, we can use that to power the stuff to power the contraption that we're going to be making, and that requires, you know, an electronic circuit. So now this is sort of just like boring, waiting bullshit. So, to fill up that time, I'll just dig a little bit, see if we can find anything else. I know we're actually near the bottom of the world when I go down here, because I blocked off some lava at one point in the cave area thing. So let's dig a little bit. One more should do. But yeah, I'll spend some time digging. That'll get us closer to daylight. More resources. I like resources. Resources are good. And I'll show you something interesting when we get closer to oh yeah, when we get more technology stuff, there's some cool stuff I can show, like there's something called a macerator. What it basically does is it breaks up ores into powder, and so you can actually get more for the price of one thing. So let's say, you know, I have this copper ore here, and I put it in the macerator. Instead of getting 1 powder, I actually get 2. And with 2 powder, whoa, nice glitch. With 2 powder, basically that allows me to create 2 ingots instead of 1 from this ore, which means that it goes twice as far. The only thing that it does not work for is coal. Coal you only get 1 for, and it's used for special purposes anyway. Just make sure I can get all that stuff. Oops. Okay, I think I got all. And was there any more? Yeah, there's iron over here. With iron, of course, same thing. It's only ores that you get double from. You don't get double from like ingots, because if you macerate ingots, you also get powders. And with powders, you can make things like bronze. If any of you guys know what bronze is made out of, then you can already assume what we're going to be doing at some point. And bronze is important for the reason that Also, I can... Oh, it's daytime, actually. For the reason that basically the only way to remove machines is to make a wrench. And the only way to make a wrench is to make it out of bronze in the wrench shape. So, also, sorry if you hear my fan on my computer. For some reason, the microphone's recording really quietly, so I have to boost up the volume by like 30 decibels or something, and it doesn't like it very much, so, well, you can hear it. That's the point. So, oh god, creeper. Yep, that's what creepers do. And this is not the first time. If you actually noticed, I fucked up my house at 1.2. Creepers again. Jeepers creepers. At least they haven't killed me. That's a plus. And actually there's a way that we can reinforce our buildings so that it won't get destroyed by creepers. Eventually. It just won't be right now. It'll be in the future when we get the special alloy. Oh, hi, it's a wolf. Doggy thing. I could tame it, but I don't really care right now. We got more important things to do. Like getting wood while we can still get wood. There's actually some special cool things that we're going to be doing. Like that generator that I showed you, that creates power from coal, basically, or wood or whatever. And so we essentially store that energy in a battery. Now you can do the same thing with solar panels, which we'll be making, or geothermal, or water power. And while they don't generate very much on their own, oh shit, now that is a drop. While they don't generate very much on their own, if you put a bunch of them together, they can power pretty much anything, and you can store the power and stuff and run cables and all that. So that's where we're headed with it, but it takes a while to get all the materials and set it up and have fun with it. But our first goal is definitely to create a an extractor and have it extract some rubber for us. That's definitely goal number 1. If there was a goal number 2, that would be to create an electric furnace. Which if the iron or steel furnace or whatever it is, if that's 25% faster, I think it's 25 now, then the electric furnace is another 12.5% over that, I think. Which makes it a whole hell of a lot faster than the original furnace. Plus, it runs off electric power, which means that there is no waste once it's converted to electric power. So there's no waste at all, which makes it really good, especially when you're trying to do stuff with it. So like, well, see, there's 2 things about this game, this mod, that are important. You can either passively, oh, hi, I want you dead. Thank you, leather. You can either passively do, you can either passively power something, or you can actively power something. Active power is generally faster. That is, if you took if you powered up a battery and put a battery in a machine, that's faster than if you carried cables from wherever. Plus, with cables, you lose power over distance, and and all that. So anyway, we've got 24. I think that should be enough. I think. Oops. We'll make that tap shape again. Okay, that makes 2 more tree taps. That's what we needed. Now, where's the others? Or do we already have them? It's 2 tree taps. Where's the other 2? Can I put them in here, or do I not have tree taps? Oh, here they are. Probably screaming at me like, what the fuck? You're not paying attention. It's there. It's right there. Anyway, so you need 4 tree taps, but before we do that, we need another, oh god, bunch of rubber. So yeah, well, we're making a bunch more tree taps here. We'll make 5 more, or maybe 6 more, or whatever. I'll just make however many I can and convert these to sticks. Now I'll change these into rubber. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think if I remember we needed 6. So where's this? I can only 1 birch log short. Okay. Well, I need 1 more log or 1 more birch log or whatever. So we need to hunt down 1 more tree. Plus, we're going to need, well, a bit more tree anyway. Because we want to produce some after we create this. So, well, that's how the game works. That's Minecraft. Minecraft, as Notch would say. So, yeah. Wood. Woody, wood. Chopping a tree. The reason why I get up like this onto the first piece of wood is it allows me leverage to get just that many more blocks than if I were at base level. So it's good, and I would recommend it, except on really large trees it doesn't always work because they go that much higher up. Too bad you can't have like a tree side ladder or something like that. That would be fun or useful or whatever. Nope. Okay, this will be the last one, I think. Then we'll go inside and create. Oh, did I lose most of this down the fucking... Probably. Oh well. I try and do all that shit and then I lose it. Anyway, back inside. Oh, hi tree. I'll take you. I know I could get an axe and it would be faster, but I don't really care right now. Now where am I? Where's my house? Where's my house? Housey house. There you are. You can tell by all the creeper damage outside. Down into here. Okay. Now if I put I'll need 1 more tap. 1, 2, 3. Put the rubber out. Now I'm going to change the rubber into where's my... oh fuck, I forgot copper. I only need 3 of it, but I'll bring it anyway. But yeah, I'm going to make it and copper. 1, 2, 3 into cable, and then I need 6 cables. I may as well make 2 of these because these are useful, and I have 4 cables anyway. And then it requires iron and redstone. I switched them up. Oh well. There we go. Electronic circuits. Now, once I have an electronic circuit, what's the thing here? Extractor. I need a machine again, of course. And to get the machine, wrong one. I'm going to put coal and you. And 1 should be sufficient to get what I need. That'll be 10. And I only need 8, of course, but oh god, I'm gassy. At least nothing's come out the other end yet. That's a plus. Oh yeah, and the reason why I'm saving all this cobblestone instead of just like chucking it somewhere is eventually we're gonna get a something called a recycler, which basically allows you to get random items. And with random items, it could be like something crappy or something good, and it's better if you just have a bunch of bullshit items you're never going to use again, like dirt or cobblestone. Although cobblestone can be useful because you can create sand out of cobblestone, so there's always that. And one of our next, if I put right here, one of our next creations will definitely be solar collector. That'll be a really, really important thing. Solar collectors, as you can see here, it's glass, coal dust, and 2 of these guys plus 1 of those. They take forever to charge stuff, and you can make giant things like over here, but that's one of the things we're going to need to be making are those, although I don't know how quickly or when we'll be making those, but it's definitely on the to-do list, to say it anyway. So yeah, but first we definitely need to have an extractor. Now, I think if I remember, nope, I don't remember at all. Extractor was 4 taps, that and that. Okay, now I got it. So let's build one of these first. Oops. Machine. Machine circuit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Extractor. So what we do now is we take our extractor. I'm actually not sure where I'm going to put this, but I was thinking of sort of having like a machine room in the place where I dug out earlier in here, because it's like a very open-ish area and sort of attaches to our little main base here. So I was thinking here, but it might just be easier just to sink it in the wall really quick, like right here maybe, which I'll do right now. Okay, now if you put this charged battery and you take an extract, you put in wood, take it the rechargeable battery and put the recharge here, put in some coal. I'm not sure how many coal it needs, but put in some coal, and you can see it's now extracting out rubber, with which now it only costs 1 wood per rubber, where before it cost like, you know, 4 or 5 even, and now so it's a much better conversion. And rubber is insanely useful because you need rubber for everything. It's like the #1 resource probably. And you can see this going down. This is the charge. But the thing about it is, once there's no wood, it's not going to go down at all. It's just going to stay there charged up, ready for you to put in more wood. So you're not actually going to lose anything, and the power just stays there. So once you have a charged battery, it's not going to go away. That's the really cool thing about it. So already we've got this rubber, and to make the solar collector we need to make another furnace, or another one of these, which means we need another battery, which I can make, I think. Battery. Right, but we need the we're going to need to make 2 more cable things, which means we need 12, which we'll have. So that's our next goal, is to make a solar panel, because that way we can recharge without using coal, which would be the next best thing, because we don't want to use coal ever. Oh, we do need a macerator, I forgot. To make that we need a macerator, and a macerator involves, if I remember right, where's my macerator? Macerator, here we are. Macerator's that, so we still need another one of these. But that's not terrible, that's easy to do. I can make that, I think. Yep, we'll need, so let's fire it up and see if we can't make this iron into refined iron. And while that's working, we'll make 3 stone picks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's done. That's not done. And this will be done soon. But I think this is like a great way to go. Once we have the macerator, getting extra stuff will be easy. As you can see, this is not going to go down at all until I put more in. Just great. So now we have rubber. If we put the rubber down, some copper in the middle, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, create 16, and then, alright, I can only create 1 of these now. That's fine. Okay, because we don't have enough redstone anymore. But we should be able to make a macerator, which will be really helpful. Oh, that's done. Perfect. And so is this. We'll have just enough resources right now to make the macerator. And I'll show you what the macerator does. Macerator was here, like so. And 2 circuits. 1, 2. Okay, macerator. Let's put the macerator right next to the extractor, which is done, by the way, and it's not going down, which is nice. So now I put this here, and let's say I want tin ore. Oops. That was not on purpose, sorry. Or that was an accident. So as the macerator goes by, normally you'd get 1 ingot out, but now you have 2 tin dust, which can create 2 ingots. So it doubles your efficiency, as I think I mentioned. It'll be great with iron, because iron is always in demand. We're going to mash up a little bit of coal, because our next goal is definitely a solar panel and some glass. So we have some sand, but our next goal is to make a solar panel on the roof of this place so we can charge batteries easily during the day and not have to pay attention to them. So that's that. And then we're also going to try to make an electric furnace, which requires more redstone, which we don't have, and we're basically shit out of luck right now until we get more redstone. Redstone's useful. Here's iron. But I'll show the power of this. So if you put it in the iron furnace, now from that 4, we'll get 8. 8 of those out. And this will need to be recharged. That's 2 iron dust. Yeah, so it's all good. Like, see, now I've got all that. So it's much, much, much better to do it this way than the other way. You end up with way more stuff in the end, and it boosts your efficiency. That's what industrial craft's all about. See, this hasn't gone down, so I haven't lost any power. And the reason why I want to start using solar panels is so that these batteries recharge. I don't have to touch them, and I don't have to waste all the coal on them. I mean, I have a lot of coal now, but it'll be really important later. So that's the iron. Now I'll put 3 coal in, because that's what we need for a solar panel. But what you'll notice really quick when I put the solar panel or the coal in is that once it's done macerating, being mashed up and ground up and stuff, you only get 1 per coal, not 2. So that's part of the reason why coal is so important and so expensive, relatively. That's that. And the reason why I want an electric furnace is so that I don't waste coal doing all this, because this will just burn down whether you're using it or not. That's what makes the electricity so much more important, and that's the reason why I want a solar panel, so I don't have to waste any other resources at all. This is running down, so I'm probably going to recharge this with this. So I put this in here, and next time it gets used up, that will go. So here we are. It's just a waiting game, but that's what I'm probably going to end up doing with this episode is just finish out these ores, and at some point I will go, oops, what the hell is going on here? Okay, now it's fixed. Okay, iron's done. Anyway, I just think that the industrial craft's really cool for the reason that actually, you know what, really quick, I want to see what I need for the electric furnace. Electric furnace, 2 redstone, a regular an iron furnace, and electronic circuit. So those are what I need, and it uses the same recharge system. Basically, you can either store the energy, or yeah, a minimum of 3 EUs a second for non-stop usage. Okay, so basically, if you okay, that battery's done. Let's recharge it, because we'll always need these things recharged. 1, 2, that should be enough. But basically, if you, what was I gonna say? Yeah, basically it won't waste any coal if you've got a battery charged, or if you've been using solar panels. You don't have to worry at all, because the energy from the batteries will then be able to use the electric furnace to smelt, and you won't have to waste iron or wood or any of that stuff. 16. This is going pretty well. And also you can combine iron and tin. I mean, not iron and tin, what am I saying? Tin and copper, and you can get bronze, as I've mentioned. It's 3-to-1 ratio copper to tin, but it gives you bronze, which I think I've mentioned, allows you to create a wrench, which is the only really important thing, but you can also create bronze armor and weapons, I think, and a weapon and tools, and it's basically as strong or just slightly weaker than iron, but it lasts a lot longer. So it can be worth using if you're going to go on like a long adventure for armor or something, and you don't want to waste it if it's iron or something. So that would be like, a good thing. But the big but being, it's not quite as strong. It's just a little bit slower. Okay, now where was I going to go? Right. I need 3 for this. 1, 2, 3. So now all this copper dust will be transformed into copper, and that's all that. So in my off time, between this episode and next, I'm going to attempt to find more redstone, because we need redstone. That's what we're limited by right now in our little shop around here. I actually haven't used any little cheats, any of that stuff, any mods. I have them. See, I can give myself stuff, single player commands, but I haven't, because I think that's cheating, and it is cheating, and I want to, at least for now, not cheat and just sort of do this legit for now. I mean, there might come a time where I get bored of looking for resources and just sort of cheat, because I want to show you guys stuff, and the Let's Play at that point is probably just going to be over, and sort of it'll turn into a mod spotlight at that point. But for now, it's not a mod spotlight. It is a Let's Play. Also, I think that I should sort of do this. It'll look more prettier. Blah, blah. Okay. Anyway, I think I've exhausted... What's that? Ooh, I didn't notice that before. I did not notice that. Oops. I need a new pick. And then we'll go, I guess we'll go explore that really quick. You never know. Okay, and I'm gonna need 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I think that'll be good for now. Plus maybe a coal to make more torches. Yeah, so while that's cooking, I'm gonna go away, and I am going to go check this out. I didn't notice this place before. Yep, there's nothing here anyway, but I didn't know, so. Oh well. Something could have spawned up here, and I didn't even know it existed. Oh well. It's not like there really could have been much up here except like coal or something. But that's another place that we have now explored. And I think I've explored everywhere in this cave system here, plus the one down below where there's a little bit of lava. And I will definitely hunt down some more redstone between this episode and next, so we can build the solar panels for the roof and a bunch of other things, because you can't really do much without power, especially renewable power. That's like the key at the moment, I think. I'm actually curious really quick. Generators, water mill, what does that require? Oh, that one is easier, I think. A generator plus... And how much does it generate a day? Yeah, unmanned. It doesn't produce very much. But... basically, if it's 0.014 and you surround it by 6, no, Yeah, if you surround it by 6 blocks, that's like 60 plus, that's like 0.8 per second, which is still quite a bit, but not that great. And then windmill requires iron, cables, and that. And windmill will charge battery or output power at the rate of, depending on placement. Yeah, it's got a really weird sort of thing. I think it's not the greatest. I might make a couple of waters, I'm not sure. But whatever. That's besides the point. I prefer solar because solar actually is better than all of the others. Even though you do get 2 water mills, and if you put them together, it's quite a bit more. It's like 1 and a bit. Almost, it's like 1.5 to 2 in that range. But whatever. Now we've got a bunch more copper, right? Did I take it all out? Yeah, I did. Okay. Got a bunch more copper. Let's put all our stuff away, make it nice and neat. This here. I did get diamonds, by the way. They were sort of hidden there. Iron, good. It's cold dust. That'll be useful later. Rubber, taps, tin, I'll put here. Iron I'll put here. This kind of iron I'll put there. Put this below rubber. And I'll put this up here. Okay. Now we've got everything we need for the next episode. I'll try and hunt down some redstone for usefulies. Oh, and by the way, the cave I ran into before actually had a spawner in it, so I was able to get a saddle, a bucket, cocoa beans, gunpowder, and some moss stone, and it's actually there, so if I ever wanted to create like what do they call it? Oh, a mob killer thingy, I'd be able to, but it's only zombies, so I just get feathers out of it, and that seems kind of useless, so I don't know what I'll do, but anyway, this has been MOS with Let's Play Minecraft, the Industrial Craft Edition, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Also, if you quick thing before I go, if you notice down a long passage, you'll either see it be light or dark. That's how you can tell the day if you're in a mine and you have a long pathway in front of you. Just that quick tip. I'll see you guys next time.